Can't believe I have to fly again. I am so tired after getting back just like hours ago from my last trip. The restaurant that I'm picking food up from opens in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna head to the supermarket and get stuff for the snack basket, get stuff for a charcuterie plate, and some garnish. I wrote my list on the flight last night. Then I'm gonna stop and get myself a cup of coffee. After that, I'm going to place my food order, pick up the food. Hopefully they have it ready quick. Then I'll head to the hangar and load everything onto the plane for my 2-day trip. Starting off with 6 passengers, we are heading down to Miami only for the night. I don't even know if I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm just so tired. I wanna get to Miami and go straight to bed, maybe order room service and call it good. And then we come back, drop everyone off, and then continue on with one person. So we have a break in between the drop off before we go on to our 3rd flight of the trip. So I'll take you along. Don't know if I'm gonna do anything. Hopefully it'll be exciting. So let's go. I got my coffee first, and as I pulled into the store to go grocery shopping, the restaurant opened, so I just placed my order. They let me know it'll be about 30 minutes, which is perfect timing, so now I can go grocery shop, load my car, drive to the restaurant, pick up the food, head to the hangar, and do this flight attendant thing all over again. I got the plane all ready, and I figured I would eat my lunch. I got a golden beet salad before the passengers get here, so that'll give me a little bit of energy to serve them on this flight. I finally got sleep last night. I am so happy. So now we're meeting up for breakfast, and then we take the one primary passenger who chartered the flight back to Teterboro. And when we're in Teterboro, we have quite a bit of a break, so we're actually gonna go into the city and do a spin class at the Peloton station. I am paying for this class. I know if you watched Tips for Saving Money as a Flight Attendant, I said don't pay for gym classes because hotels have gyms. But Johnny and I have been looking into getting a Peloton bike, so someone needs to take it for a test ride. The way the rest of my trip is going to play out, we have our sit like I just mentioned. We will get a hotel because we do have a lot of ground time when we're in Teterboro. Our trip's actually not ending there. Generally it does. So we'll have a hotel, and then we have a short flight, I want to say like 46 minutes to Philadelphia, short night in Philadelphia, and then another quick short flight back to Teterboro. That's the end of the trip. Now I'm going to show you all of the in-between. We just came up with our breakfast plan to meet downstairs, and then on the way to the airport here in Miami, we have to get cortaditos. So let's go eat and let's go drink some coffee. I'm gonna let you in on some flight attendant insider information. This goes for pilots too. If you make plans, your schedule will change. So now we're leaving later, which means we're not gonna make it in time for the Peloton spin class. So I don't know if we're going to the city any longer because we're also leaving earlier. So I think when we get to Jersey, the crew is gonna go out to eat, and then I'm just gonna pick up a little snack to serve on the flight. Like I said, it's only 45 minutes. It'll be nice and quick. By the time we leave Jersey, dinner time will have come and gone already. So my passengers will have eaten. I just don't want to get on a plane and not provide them with anything. So tonight in Philly, probably not going to do anything, and then we'll fly home tomorrow. Hey, good morning. We had a quick night. We're getting ready to fly. The only thing I have to do is stop at Whole Foods so I can get a little snack for the return flight home. And yes, I'm filming in the bathroom. I like this tile situation going on, so we're just gonna have a bathroom vlog. Our night was uneventful, like I said it was gonna be. It was cut short. I feel like this whole vlog has been uneventful, so I thought I would answer some of the common questions that I get either on the comment sections through YouTube or on my Instagram page. So the first common question that I get is, how do you deal with jet lag? And I'm pretty fortunate that most of my trips are either domestic or I go to like Central America, South America pretty often. So when I'm doing that, my time change isn't anything that's extremely drastic. In the past 2 months, I did do 2 European vacations, however, and that messed up my clock a little bit. The number one thing that I always do when I'm traveling is I don't think about what time it is back home. I think about it's 9 a.m. here, that's what my body should be used to, we're gonna go with that. Because I feel like if I think about the time back home, I just get too tired, I'm not able to function. It's just a disaster for me. And usually on the plane, if I'm a passenger, I'm a very good airplane sleeper. If I'm crew, not as good. So I will have caffeine if I'm adjusting to morning time. If I'm trying to stay up all night, I won't have the caffeine. I'll stand in the galley when I'm working. Sometimes I'll do stretches, I'll march in place, like anything to get the blood flowing, to keep me awake naturally without caffeine. That's gonna keep me up when I get to wherever I'm going. Another question that I got, someone asked me what the weirdest thing about the job is. I don't really know how to answer that one, but I'll tell you about a time I found something weird. When I was flying on the airlines, it was our job in between flights to kind of do a quick cleanup of the plane, look under the seats, make sure passengers didn't leave anything. So I was working in the aft galley and we had another flight, very quick turnaround time. So I was checking under the seats, walking towards the front of the plane, and I saw this little package. I was like, oh my gosh, a passenger is gonna need this. It doesn't look like trash. So I went to grab it and I realized it was an urn. Someone left the ashes of a dead family member on the airplane and I was not about to touch that. So I got the customer service agent, let them know the seat number so they could page the passenger, they could come back to the plane really quick and claim what they left behind. And for my third and last question, I got asked this like for years. I kind of have been YouTubing for years, not consistently, but I do have a blog that I kind of updated on a regular basis. And people always wanted to know, are you able to have a relationship when you're a flight attendant? We work all the time, we travel all the time, we're not home a lot of the time, so people are curious about this. And I've answered it before in a blog post, but I've never answered it in a vlog post. You are able to have a relationship when you're a flight attendant, but it does take a lot of work. The person who you're with has to be understanding of your schedule. They have to be flexible because here's a perfect example, schedules change quite often. And if you're in the airlines or you're a contract corporate flight attendant, you don't have any sort of set schedule. So everything is up in the air, literally. I think there's some really good benefits to being a flight attendant in a relationship. I'm always eager to get home to Johnny. I miss him when I'm on the road. When I was working a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job, we kind of had the same routine. We would go to work, then we would talk about what we should do for dinner, if we're gonna meet up that night, what our weekend looks like. Kind of like the boring, we've been together for a long time routine, even though when I had that kind of job, we hadn't been together for very long. And now we're in a situation where I'll be on a trip like Monday through Thursday. I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get home. I miss you so much. Like, let's plan a date night. Let's spend quality time together and do something fun. So it's hard. It is hard to be in a relationship, especially when you're a brand new flight attendant and you're trying to figure things out, but it's definitely possible and there are definitely good perks to it. So I'm gonna end things here. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry that I didn't do anything overly exciting on any of my layovers. If you do have questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns, post them down below. Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channels, and I'll talk to you guys on my next trip.